Hello. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday. Um, and yesterday, I spent the bulk of my day organizing my links. You can see my Excel sheets are work in progress. So I'm working on that, and I'm also working on um, kind of my favorites. I've already found that I am focusing more on some of the programs, particularly the ones I have experience with. So I'll put together a affiliate list of the programs that I have been accepted for and that I'm affiliating for. So I'll do that. But before I did that, I have a new follower. Thank you so much. Every follower counts. And I really do appreciate it. So, and like I said to you in the last video in the comments, when you get your site going in your niche, by all means, feel free to share it. Um, we're the old group. So I want to support each other however we can. So share your link when you've got yourself organized. Okay, I wanted to do a small or a quick video on getting the most out of ChatGPT. So this has been pivotal in how I was able to create 112 articles in about 6 weeks, I guess, just around there. And I have been really committed to this. Every day I've been spending 3 to 4 hours. So, not everyone's going to have that time to provide it, but I'm really dedicated to seeing this through and really doing the hard work, which, may not be physical, but it is hard work. So, one of the important things is understanding that ChatGPT is an amazing tool. And you can combine it with things like content at scale, which I wrote an article on it yesterday, if you want, or if you need to and you're just starting out, you can just use ChatGPT. So there are a lot of great tools with content at scale. And I love the fact that you can create an article and it will give you SEO ranking uh, report right off the get-go. But having said that, there are plugins that you can use, like All-in-One SEO, which has a free version that will do similar, maybe not as detailed, but it will definitely give you enough to get yourself out of the gate and running. So I want to give you free options always, particularly when you're starting out. Okay, so ChatGPT, you'd have to be under a rock if you haven't heard of it. It really is about what you prompt it to give you. And so if you're writing articles that are supposed to be, in your niche, and they're supposed to be optimized, you really do want to tell ChatGPT exactly what to do. So this is the prompt that I started with. I still use it to this day. And the very first thing you should do once you've got your niche figured out is get a topical map for your blog. Table of contents, call it what you want. But basically, this will be a list of suggestions, ideas, things you can write about that are in your niche. And if you prompt it correctly, it should help you in finding long tail keywords. So this is a prompt I give. I will literally write it out for you in the comments so you do not have to worry about anything. You can just copy it, change your specific market, and pop it into GPT. So first things first, you start with your map. Help me come up with a topical map for my blog that has the best chance of helping me to rank for long tail keywords that are specific to whatever market, and give each a clickbait style title. Provide a list of 50 titles. You can say provide a list of 100 titles. Up to you. You can say 10 titles. You can change this. And prioritize transactional intent topics. We have talked a little bit about transactional intent. There are basically two: transactional and informational. you do want to have a mix of both. But you also really do want to know which ones are transactional intent because there's value in really, building that out, and giving the reader what they want when they get to your website. So prioritize transactional intent topics. Next to each title, add the best keyword phrase that the title should be targeting. Do not duplicate keyword phrases. Now, ChatGPT, I believe, is up to 2021 at this point. So you're going to take this list. It's going to give you 50 examples. And here I can go over. Let me just go to ChatGPT. Okay, I'm not logged in here. Let me just go over to my other, there we go. Let me go over to my other window. And then I'm going to, let me just look here. I need to find mine. There. Okay. So I'm actually on it. Sorry. So this is the affiliate marketing example. And again, exactly what I just said to you on the PowerPoint was what I put in here. Okay. So automatically it gives me all these amazing results. And it gave me 50 because I asked for 50. But I said you can ask for 100, you can ask for 25. Well, actually, it probably at some point had like keep generating and I just kept going. So anyway, from here you can copy paste and print it out. I'm old school. I like to have a pen and paper. So I print it out and then you can literally start chipping away at it. Find something you like. I actually like the very first one. So then you just copy it. Okay, and then scroll down and you'll see my next command is now create an outline for an article titled whatever you've chosen. And in this case, I want to write it as an experienced affiliate marketer and branding professional specializing in building small businesses, and write it for startups and those interested in getting started with affiliate marketing. Hopefully, while you're picking your niche, you're also looking at your branding. And part of your branding is developing your demographic. It's super important to know who you're talking to so that you can speak to them in a tone that's appropriate. So I would not speak to a bunch of 15-year-old kids the same way I would a bunch of 50-year-old professionals, right? So you want to distinguish who your demographics are. And in this little command, the next command, you actually want to talk to ChatGPT about your demographic. You want to tell them who they are so they can speak in the right area. So it'll give you this outline. Again, I copy them just because they end up being really good tools to branch out from your initial article. So you can use this as again, a branch to your topical map. Okay. So now I say, they've given me the outline. Now write the article in a casual, helpful tone and insert personal anecdotes, which you will then go back and customize to help illustrate a point that personalizes your article or your content. Okay. Include H2s and H3s as needed. Expand on key points or add more if needed to hit at least 1,000 words. I usually do 1,000 or 1,500. Those are my two that I typically work. So here's your article, and you can literally copy it and start building it out on WordPress. So I copy it, take it over to WordPress, and it tells you, actually, you can delete that when you're in WordPress, but it tells you where your anecdotes are. So you can go in now and customize this, personalize this for your own. and there. And then at the bottom, you should always have your connect, which mine are right on my footer anyway. But you also want to include on your articles. Um, I'm just going to go over back to my site. All right, so I'm just going to go scroll down and look at something I did yesterday. All right, so let's go to content at scale because we were already just talking about that. Um, so when you're lucky enough to get a really good affiliate program, you will find that they give you a ton of resources. And I really love those companies that are giving you the tools, the branding, the graphics. Some give you video that you can utilize, that you can take advantage of, right? So when you have your post that you've gotten from ChatGPT, you will put it into your WordPress and then you will customize it. You will add graphics where it seems relevant to do that. If you're lucky and you're working with a really great, here, I'm going to give you another example because this one had some really great graphics. If you're working with a great affiliate program, then they're actually going to give you screenshots that you can use, right, to reinforce whatever you're talking about. And you can put them in where it makes sense to put them in. Same thing with your links. They should be going into the blog where it makes sense to put them. Okay. So it's important that you don't overstuff or just do it because you think you should be. You want to do it because it makes sense. And the other thing is, don't be afraid. Like this right now is talking about receipts and stuff. You can link out to your province or your state's tax information, right? And I know some people are like, oh, I don't want them to go off my website. Well, first of all, you're trying to be a benefit to them. Second of all, if you're smart, when you link on WordPress, like I'm going to click here. Oh, no, and that didn't do it. That's funny. Okay, here, let's click on this one. There we go. So it opened up in a new window. So that just tells me I have to fix that graphic. And here, I'll actually do it right here while we're there. I'm going to edit the post. I'm also going to, because this seems to have, I must have been doing something. There we go. So I'm going to edit this post and super easy. I'm just going to scroll down to where it was and my link. So you just find the little arrow here that says link settings and just click open new tab. And I'm just going to update that. So now in the future, it will open up into a new tab. That way, people can go to click whatever they're clicking. If they're going to the state or the province's, tax code, or small business information, whatever you're linking out to, then they're linking out to it on a new page. They still have to come back and intentionally close your website. So that's, a nice way to kind of keep them focused on where they're at. Because I can be honest with you, it wouldn't be the first time that I was on a website, went down a rabbit hole, ended up, I don't know, shopping on Amazon because of links or whatever, and then not being able to find my way back to the original website that I actually wanted to be on. So this is a good way to kind of combat that. All right. Okay, good. And so now you've got your article. You have asked it not to plagiarize. So one of the interesting things, let me just go back to the document, which I'm not sure where it's at. Let's open it up again. There we go. One of the interesting things, I have done this without saying don't plagiarize. And then when I've put it in a plagiarizing checker tool, I found that it's, 40, 50%. If I actually say to it, don't plagiarize, I find it brings it down to about 10%, which is more than acceptable because they're just keywords and phrases that are going to come up, right? So keep that in mind. And once you've got, so here, we're going to go back to the create. This is the create prompt. Write the article in a casual, helpful tone, right? And again, I said 1,500 words here, where the other one says 1,000. So I keep it between 1,000 and 2,000. Write the article for SEO optimization, focusing on the keyword. Put your keyword in here and format the blog correctly. Do not plagiarize any other articles, and please make the article a minimum of 1,500 words. I just find that really helpful. So you're going to want to do that. Then, once you've got the article, you can say, okay, let's add an extra keyword rich section at the bottom. Make it benefit driven and read naturally. So super important. And then what you want to do from there is you want to optimize it. So then you tell it, now write an optimized and intriguing meta description for the article and keep it to a maximum of 160 characters and a clickbait style title incorporating the keyword, and keep that title to a maximum of 60 characters. It'll generate that for you. Okay. If you don't like something that's generated, you can hit regenerate, right? Or you can say, give me more examples. Or you can take what they've given you and you can polish it yourself. So there's lots of different ways to do that, but it gives you the foundation. And it's actually quite intelligent, shockingly, and the quality is good. So, take advantage of it. Once you've got all your article and your meta and your title and all of that stuff, now it's time to really polish your article. So now it's on WordPress. You want to use Grammarly to check the punctuation and grammar. You can use the plagiarizing checker. And I said, I just kind of gave you my percentages when I added the prompt to not plagiarize. If you're adding images, make sure you're using proper alt tags, and that should be the keyword for the article, and then add links where appropriate. At the bottom of your articles, always, you should have links to other articles in your site, building your topical authority. So I'm just going to go back here. Sorry. Okay. So let's go back to where we were. And then, so you'll see here, I've got Lucky Enough again, really good affiliate program. They give you a ton of tools. They give you screenshots. If you're lucky enough to have that, you can really, really build out a very effective and helpful article, which is really what you're trying to do. And then, so then I've got my link here. Try again. I've got a button there. Now my images are linking to my affiliate link, so it's really here multiple times. And then there's final thoughts, and then more for your small business. So this is where everything that's kind of, and it doesn't have to be every link you have, but you want to tie whatever you're talking about. You want to give people more internal links that it builds your authority. So, right now we're talking about shoebox receipts for a small business. And then in case you're interested, here's Adzuma. That's an online advertising for small business. Monday.com is a management tool, and leveraging AI. So then you scroll down and you have your snippet or your meta tag. Sorry, there's a proper name for this and I can't think of it. There's actually a plugin on WordPress to build this out for you, and that's really SEO friendly. And then down below, I've got previous post and next post. So that allows you to really pump out. Gosh, I don't even know. I think I'm 112 articles. So, and I'm trying desperately to produce 3 articles a day. And I'm not it's taking about 3.5 hours because I am taking my time. So I am reading through what GPT writes for clarification to make sure it's correct and accurate. That's a big importance. And then I'm customizing it. So, but when you're telling ChatGPT to add personal antidotes, then it's giving you the structure there and it's literally telling you where the personal antidote is. So you can go back and you can then customize it to your personal experience. So super important. Okay, so I said just a really short video today. I just wanted to give that to you guys because I really do think it is important to give you tools to get copy out. Someone once said to me, don't focus on perfection. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. And here's the nice thing about WordPress or a website, your own website. It's evergreen, right? So it's going to be there forever. It's going to be working for you forever. And you can always go back, which I've already done, by the way. You can go back as you learn more about creating these articles and as you learn more about what's ranking. You can go back and you can edit your articles to accommodate your new learning. And one of the things, so everybody should have on their website, they should have SiteKit. And I'm just going to SiteKit, okay, good. And I'm just going to scroll down here. And I want to see how my content is doing, right? So I can see, and again, this blog is only 6 weeks old, but I can see what is actually coming up at all in Google, which to be quite honest is a positive, and how many impressions I'm getting. So the second I seen this, and I seen this about a month ago, that I think it was a Vada versus 7 WordPress theme, it was getting an impression. Well, what did I do? I turned around and I went and added more. So because Google has already said, hey, you know what? There's space in this niche for these articles and we'll give you some ranking. Now you need to earn your way up. And so now I'm building, right? So now I've added more articles in that niche and I will continue to build out that area and see if I can help myself move up higher. And then what that will do is it will actually give the website overall some credibility, and that will assist the other, maybe more difficult ranking articles to find their way into the top 100. And I can tell you, because I do have some rush, I can tell you that the WordPress articles are ranking at about between 48 and 58. So I'm watching those to see if I can bump them up. Adzuma is another really good example. And I just added another article yesterday on Adzuma because there was one already in the top 100. So super important to kind of go with the flow. So in this another example, well, it's not even coming up today. I've been leery to take the shop link down or hide it because people have been looking at it. So I'm like, all right, well, we're going to leave it there and kind of figure out, we'll flesh it out and see where it goes. But you can see here again where my traffic's coming into. And again, these are really low numbers. The site's been live for 6 weeks, literally just about 6 weeks. And the fact that I'm getting any natural traffic to it at all, I'm quite happy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. And like, this is a really remarkable number. It's 900 or 9,000 views. Having said that, a lot of that is affiliate programs coming to check the website, and I'm aware of that. So, but I know my travel's getting some traffic. My affiliate marketing, ironically, is getting some traffic. My article on dorm room essentials for students is getting some traffic. Any of my shopping articles are driven by Amazon Associate, so they're all linking to Amazon products. Again, affiliate marketing, Canada's marketplace, so finance. So this stuff is starting to generate some traffic. And the nice part is something else that you always want to be mindful of is your bounce rate. So you really want people to spend some time on your website, because that tells Google, yeah, they found what they were looking for. Maybe they didn't find their ultimate answer, but they were intrigued enough to stay on the website. And Google does take into consideration all of that stuff. So, you know, 9 minutes is a really good session duration for a website in general, and so I'm happy with that, and that's on my my prime area. So I'm super stoked about that. Same thing with the finance, that's really good. My WordPress theme, again, 2 minutes on there, so that's great. And then there's areas I can work on, but this really can give you a map in terms of where you want to go next. And so for me, I'm going to stick with my plan of 3 articles a day using ChatGPT as my foundation, using my topical maps that I got ChatGPT to create for me. And then, and I'm going to do that all this month, the rest of August, and into September, depending on how we're doing in terms of reports and stuff. The one thing I need to start doing, despite my fear of doing it, is start to reach out. And I feel like my initial position was build your website, get some decent quality content on there so that people know that it's not a scam site or it's not just a clickbait site. And then once you've kind of established yourself that you are really genuinely trying to provide quality content, then reach out to potential link benefits, you know, guest posts, things like that. I'm still not sure about guest posts, so I need to do more homework on that, and figure out what that looks like and who I'd really want to guest post for. So I'm still in a place where I'm not going to affiliate just for anyone that will give me their affiliate link. So, and I said the ClickBank's a really good example of that. I be very careful because you just, we all know, especially in this industry, even if you're at the stage you are, you can always see a ClickBank funnel a mile away. So just, be cautious, and you want to give people quality, and you really do want to stand behind whatever you're recommending. It's important to me. Maybe it's, not important to you, or maybe its priority is not as high. But for me, if I'm going to tell you that I think, this is a good program for you, a good product for you, I genuinely want to believe that myself. So that's me. Okay, so what I will do, I will put in the comments, I will put the 3 or 4 detailed prompts in the chat bottom. So then you can just copy paste, edit your whatever your niche is, and send it over to ChatGPT and start getting some content out there. And even if you're only doing 1 or 2 articles a week, if you're taking the time and optimizing those articles, you will start to see an advantage. Okay, so that's it for today. I don't even know where my recording is, but we'll keep it short, and follow if you'd like. Leave a comment. I'm happy to answer if I can see it quickly. If not, I will answer as soon as I do see it. And I said I'm here to help, and I'm here to support. So if you have a new affiliate site and you're trying to get off the ground, by all means, you're welcome to share the link below. And we can just talk as a community and as an old people's community with gray hair. All right, everyone have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.